Good evening, welcome to
Math for Kids number 125.
Oh gosh, Math for Kids, not Math Ideas. Math for Kids number 125. Hey, do you know what's special about the number 125?
What?
Why don't you tell me?
Cubed.
It's 5 cubed. Good job. Alright, so today we're going to keep looking at basic geometry and angles, and we're going to do two problems. Real quick problems today about angles. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's problem number 1. An angle is 30 degrees more than 4 times its supplement. What is the angle? Okay, so what can you tell me about this problem? What's important to know to do this problem?
What supplement means?
Okay, so what does it mean for two angles to be supplements of each other?
It means they're on a straight line, they add up to 180.
Okay, it means they add up to 180 degrees. Why don't you draw our two angles? Okay, so we're going to call those angles. We're going to call one angle X and we're going to call one angle Y. Now, did your picture draw this necessarily exactly right?
No.
No, not necessarily, because we don't know what they are. So this angle is less than 90 degrees, X is less than 90 degrees, and Y is greater than 90 degrees, right? What if we find out that Y is actually less than 90 degrees? Is that a problem?
No.
No, it just means you drew the picture wrong. Okay. All right, so we're going to call our two angles Y and X. And what do we know about Y and X?
X plus Y is 180.
X plus Y is 180. Okay, awesome. Do you know anything else?
You know that 4x plus 30 degrees is Y.
Okay, how did you figure that out?
Because it says an angle is 30 degrees more than 4 times its supplement.
Okay, so I'm going to write these two equations over here. X plus Y equals 180. That came from the fact that we had two angles that were supplements of each other, right? So that's good. And we also have an equation that says Y equals 4x plus 30. And that came from the problem that said an angle, and we're going to say that's angle Y, is 30 degrees more than 4 times its supplement. So Y equals 4x plus 30. Okay, awesome. How do you want to solve these equations?
Well, we can do, for this equation, we can substitute Y for 4x plus 30, so we get 5x plus 30 is 180.
Well, why don't you write down what you mean? And this is actually a pretty interesting approach here. Scoot over there. So what are you going to do?
We know that Y equals 4x plus 30, so we substitute this Y for 4x plus 30.
Okay, so why don't you write down what the equation becomes then? Okay.
That might not be on the screen.
Well, I'll check if that's on the screen, and I'll explain. Is it on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so what you did is you said this equation, x plus y equals 180, becomes x plus 4x plus 30 equals 180. And why could I get rid of this y and replace it with 4x plus 30?
Because Y equals 4x plus 30.
Okay, and then that simplifies to be 5x plus 30 equals 180. So you skipped a little bit of the step.
We can say that 5x now, because minus 30 from both sides is 150.
Okay.
Means we have to. So this is x. What's 150 divided by 5? It's 30.
Okay.
X is 30 degrees.
All right. So is that our answer? 30 degrees?
Now, we have to solve for y.
Okay.
So y is 150 actually.
How do you figure that out?
Because 30 plus 150.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't write it there. That's not a really great place to write it. Okay, so you know that x equals 30. And how do you know y equals 150?
Because 30 plus 150 is 180.
Ah, okay. And what's the other way we could have figured out that y was 150?
Well, y also equals 5x.
Why is that?
5x is 150 and y is 150.
Well, what do we know that y actually equaled?
150 degrees.
Yeah.
It equals 4x plus 30.
It equals 4x plus
But x
30.
is 30, so 4x plus 30 is 5x.
Okay, which is 150. Okay, so clever. Okay, you ready for the next problem?
Yep.
Okay, so this was really, really good. So now I'm going to give you problem number 2. An angle is 30 degrees more than 4 times its complement. What is the angle?
Complement means to add up to 90.
Ah, okay, so draw the picture here. This is a little bit trickier picture to draw. Okay, and now where are your angles x and y? Okay, an angle is 30 degrees more than 4 times its complement. So what are our two equations that we have here?
You get x plus y is 90.
X plus y equals 90, and how do we know that?
Because these add up to 90.
Okay, they're complements. Okay, and what's our other equation?
And that
Scoot over.
y equals 4x plus 30.
Okay, so we have x plus y equals 90 because they're complements, and y equals 4x plus 30 because that's what the word problem said. So how are we going to solve this? How are we going to solve these?
So we substitute again.
Okay, and what equation do we get when we substitute in?
We get x plus 4x plus 30.
X plus 4x plus 30 equals
90.
90.
Or 5x plus 30 is 90.
5x plus 30 equals 90.
So 5x is 60.
5x equals 60.
So x is 12.
X equals 12. Okay, awesome. All right. Is that our answer? X is 12?
No, it's y that we have to figure out.
Okay.
We have to do 90 minus 12,
And what
which is
is
78.
okay, and what's the other way we could have figured out that y was 78?
No, x doesn't equal 78.
Yeah, what does x equal?
X is 12.
Okay, what's the other way we could have figured out y was equal to 78? Once we figured out that x was 12.
90 minus 12.
90 minus 12, that's because we know they added up to 90. But what's the other way we could have got to 78? What else does y equal?
Y. Well, there's no 78 in the x's.
No, there's not. But if x equals 12, well, how can we check that 78 is right?
Well.
What does y equal? How do we? What are our equations that have a y in it?
X plus y is 90. And so we can say that 12 plus y is 90.
Right, and that's what you did. That's how you found out that y was equal to 78 because
Well,
they
y
added up
equals
to
4x plus 30 because then we can do.
Okay, so y equals 4x plus 30 is our other way to check. Okay, if x equals 12, what's 4x?
It's 48.
48. And what's 48 plus 30?
48 plus 30 is 78.
Okay, awesome. So that's a good way to double check. So this was just a little bit about complementary and supplementary angles. And you did a really good job with this. Here, high five. Okay, good job with this. Do you like these basic geometry
Yeah.
equations? Yeah, this is really fun. Good job.